Heyo everybody, it's Audrey from Audrey Lynn Studios on the west side of Canada in BC, near Vancouver. Today I have a glaze along for you. We are going to glaze this mug together. Okay, so I hope you enjoy it. Did I explain everything well enough? Please leave your comments below. And yeah, let's get started. Okay, so this mug here, I already did the inside with 2 times Mayco's cinnabar. And I'll show you that jar in a little bit when I go to do the outside. But right now I am going to do the outside, but we're going to start with sandstone, Mayco's sandstone. So sandstone is a crystal glaze. So you want to make sure that you have this, well, all your glazes are suspensions and you need to have them mixed before you start. But this one has the added chips in the bottom. So love a chopstick. And I don't feel anything stuck to the bottom, so that's awesome. So just put that there. Now, I have a couple of different glazing brushes. I have more than this, but I usually use these 2. This one I'll use more. I know it's not fluffy, it isn't, but I'll use this more on texture to really get in. And this one I will use more on flat surfaces. So, and I think this might, I don't know if it's a makeup brush, but anyway, I'll put links for them in there in the description. So I'm going to just get that brush a little bit damp, and I'm going to decide where I am putting my glaze. So I have decided that I'm going to put sandstone halfway up the mug. All right, so let's give that another stir. Halfway up the mug. Now you can wax your bottoms first if you like, but when I'm painting on, I don't bother. I might have to clean them up. Unless it's a red clay that I have on the outside, the heck is that? I think that's just cinnabar. I will wax or latex the bottoms because they tend to dye the bottom, and I don't want that either. But I don't feel it's necessary on this one. So I'm going to be doing 2 coats of sandstone on the bottom here, like that. So you see this nice fluffy brush gives a really good coat. And now I'm going to wait for that to have no shine, so it'll be dry enough to put the second coat on. Okay, here's coat 2. Give your glaze a stir. So you can see this fluffy brush puts it on nice and thick, and you would only need 2 coats of your glaze, even though sometimes it says 3, but with this brush you wouldn't need that. I mean, unless it's a Celadon, then I would say probably do 3, and depending on the Celadon, you might even have to do 4. But not for this. This will be good. There we go. And we'll let that one dry. Okay, so the sandstone has dried now. And according to my little map, I want to put cinnabar 2/3 down the mug. So generally I just want it to overlap the sandstone somewhat. So let's do that. And I have this brush because it's a flat surface. So yeah, I think I'm gonna, it's just overlapping is what I want. So I want to see some sandstone at the bottom. By all means, let me know how you, if you glaze differently. I would love to know. We learn from each other. You know, I've learned so much just by watching everybody on YouTube and the different ways that people do things, and you need to find your way. All right, so that is one of the 2 coats of cinnabar I'm putting at the top. And I can't remember if I showed you. I don't think I did. So this is cinnabar from Mayco, SW119. Okay, now we're going to do coat 2 of cinnabar. You can see that it's nice and dry. Not bone dry, but enough to put this glaze on without it lifting and smushing and, you know, all that great stuff. So let's put that on. And one thing I do try to do, let's get all that glaze off that brush, is not put it so thick in here so that when it fires, it settles in there and bubbles. And I have to admit, I forgot about that on this one. So I'm just going to try and take some off. There we go. There we go. Okay, and we'll let that dry now. Okay, I turned on my homework. I'm a flute player, playing a symphony. Long story short, I gotta listen to the symphony. So you get to listen to it with me. This here now is sandstone again. And so I'm going to put it, I guess that's a third of the way down. I'll just turn this down a bit. There we go. So yeah, about a third of the way down the mug. Here, and match it up on the handle here. Here too. So this is what I mean by this time. I've pretty much used up everything on my brush here, although I do like putting it here. So now there's not much glaze left in that. So that's where I'm going to do this. This keeps it, we're going to get the same look, but it's not going to bubble in there. All right, so that's the first coat of sandstone over top the cinnabar. Okay, last coat of sandstone here. There we go. Okay, now let that dry up, and I think that I am going to put some light flux on this. So when this is dry, we'll come back and put the light flux on. Okay, so let's put some light flux on this mug. That's SW401. And I am just going to get my brush in there and just scrape it on the edge like that. Not too much there. Again, I can put some, nah, I'm not gonna, just put some here though. And hey, why not put some in there? That's all I'm going to use, okay? So, and I got some here, big deal, no big deal, okay? So, I'm going to throw that in the kiln, see what it looks like when it comes out. Is really nice again. So it is cinnabar, Mayco cinnabar, 2 times. And then on the outside we have number 1 is sandstone by Mayco, 2 times. And then 2 times cinnabar by Mayco. And then we have 2 times sandstone again on top of the cinnabar. And that turned out really well. Okay, so I hope you give it a try. It turned out really well. I did fire this with the slow cool program, and that whole kiln load didn't have any pinholes or bloating or anything. So I love that slow cool program for most things. Not for everything, but for most things. So please like and subscribe. It really helps my channel and I really appreciate it. And you can follow me on Instagram and Facebook. And I do post on Pinterest as well. So you can follow me there. They're all Audrey Lynn Studios. So, and for here, yeah, thanks for joining me. And you can always leave me a photo of your pieces by going to my website, which is www.audreylynnberm.com, and you can send photos to me through there if you like, and I'm happy to see them and happy to chat. All right, so peace out. Happy creating, good for the soul. See ya.